You might not be able to tell it from the lighting and the decor behind me, but Halloween has come and gone, and it actually went quite well. I took a video, just a couple of minutes worth on the 31st, just to show you guys a little bit about what was going on with our weather. It was interesting to say the least, but we've come to expect nothing less around here.
We've had rain all morning. We've gotten a few things out. It's just now stopped pretty recently, so I've got to be quick. The last 30 minutes or so, we actually had ice pellets coming down. So that was a fun sign of things to come. We've got some display stuff done. We've gone ahead and wrapped our pumpkin monster from the earlier video. Of course, our sound is in because it's permanent. Our lights are good. We've got just a few things to put out to highlight things here and there. We've got a lot of decor to go out, probably 5 or 6 fog machines. So fog machines going out. We're getting ready to roll out the airlines and some of the auxiliary power and things. Signal is all in, but pneumatic props and things like that are not quite out yet. We're still waiting on those. All right, guys. Have a good Halloween.
Every Halloween it rains. This year we ended up with rain for the first half of the day, some pretty high winds, and actually about an hour or so of sleet and kind of ice pellets coming down. Despite that, our lighting held up wonderfully. Everything with that went super great. A couple of button presses and all the lighting was configured for Halloween. We have our built-in sound that's coming up in a future video that worked wonderfully. Our only issues were really just getting decor out despite the rain and the wind, trying to get all of that managed and get everything to come through and hold out until that evening. We ended up with about 250 people coming through, around 150 to 170 children. The rest were kind of adults that were with them, and everybody loved it. They were super happy to see it, and that made us really excited to be able to do it. And that's why we like doing it and sharing it. And it was kind of like our own mini, not so scary Halloween party. So that was a lot of fun. We actually ended up having a little bit of an issue with some of our props going out, just because we had misplaced things over the year. We've got wireless DMX modules, and everything was together with those. The power supplies were there and were fine. But we actually ended up with the wrong style of connector on a couple of them for some of the things that we needed. But we ended up getting that ironed out, minutes before people were supposed to start coming through. Everything was working, and it ended up working great. Of course, the very next day I found any part that I was missing the day before. So, for next year, we'll try and keep everything together and keep everything with the parts it's supposed to go with. Everything looked fantastic. The lighting performed wonderfully, as you can see. But it was a learning experience of we need to do more. We need to get more installed systems in. We need to get just more of the underlying infrastructure, so that all we have to do is just decorate. Even if it's torrential downpouring rain up until 30 minutes before, at least the majority of things are done. So that's definitely something for some future videos that we're gonna showcase. Right now we're using multiple universes of wireless DMX 512. The systems that we have made by Donner worked extremely well, did not have any interference between the universes or with any of our Wi-Fi networks in the area. We had extended range, like outdoor access for Wi-Fi, and we're actually running our audio over Wi-Fi to kind of the hub, and then everything is installed from there. So the audio went off without a problem, looped playback and everything worked wonderfully. So coming up in a future few videos, we're actually going to show how we do the audio and how that relates to Disney's sound systems and how they do theme park sound. Because a lot of this is where we got our ideas for a lot of the systems, and we've had to make some stuff up, use a lot of things in ways they were never intended to be used, because the information is just not available for a lot of the Disney systems. But from the information that is available, we can kind of tell that the general principle of how they design their sound systems and how they design their lighting systems is what we're implementing. So we've got distributed audio, multiple smaller speakers, outdoor subs. Everything's hardwired and prepared well in advance, which just makes it great too for an outdoor space, you know, to step out and relax and kind of entertain. And you don't have to set anything up. You step into this world that is already there, already created, and with a couple of button presses, you know, you're just kind of enveloped in this relaxing atmosphere. And that's really what we were going for. So, you know, coming up, we're going to show you kind of how we've gotten a lot of this done. We keep trying to say, can we do this ourselves? Can we end up with something that is satisfactory, that fits our needs, but functions in the same vein? You know, what makes a lot of the parks and a lot of the atmosphere of a Disney park and resort so special, and how can we bring that to our everyday lives and you know, scenery and everything. So overall, everyone enjoyed it and had a great time, and we will definitely be doing it again next year, bigger and better than ever. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.